Well, hello again. Mr. Sam here. And today I've got a video for you on how to choose and use a guitar pick. I've got my guitar here. And the first thing I'm going to do, review from last time, and the first thing I always do when I pick up my guitar is check to see if it's in tune. So I turn on my tuner, remember that from the last video, and I make sure it's on C, G, B, V, U, guitar, banjo, violin, ukulele. I could use guitar, G, but I use C, which is the setting that'll pick up every note. So elephants always do grow big ears. What am I talking about when I say that? Elephants, E, always A, going down from the top on my strings. I'll do that again a little bit closer. E, elephants, A, always, D, do, G, grow, B, big, E, ears. And this is from the bottom, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's see what that elephant string's doing. Hit it a few times, it turned green. And it says E. That's right. Green is what you want. On these kinds of tuners, it's blue until it's just right, and then it turns green. Second string is A, or it's actually the fifth string, but the next one down. Fifth string is A. It's a little high, so I'm going to go down below. And I'm going to come back up to A. And if you notice, I'm hitting it over and over again with my pick. As I turn, I plug the string and I turn the tuning machine, which I sometimes call a peg. Come on up to A, there, turn green. Elephants always do. The fourth string is D. Perfect. Turn green. Third string is G for grow. Grow for G. Perfect. What's this next one? Second string is big, B. A little high. And by the way, I always go, if it's high, I go below, lower, and I come back up here. Over and over again. Turn green. And finally, ears, high E, number 1 string. Got it in tune. Now, when I was growing up, neither my mom or dad played with a pick. They just played with their thumb. But when I started playing for people, where there was a lot of noise going on, I found that I needed to be heard, and a pick makes it louder. And generally speaking, most people do play with a pick. A lot of the old-time players, especially the old-time blues players, just use their thumb and fingers, like this. Well, I'm a guitar picking man. Play that guitar, yes I can. Again, it's not very loud. I'm going to teach you to use the pick, but you know something? Use your thumb and your fingers, try things out. But in this class, we'll primarily use the pick. Now, I recommend starting out with a medium stiffness pick. This is a Fender. I'll show you. Here it goes. Fender medium. There you go. And some people like to use a light pick, which is, I've got a whole box of picks here, my goodness. Look at this. More picks than you can shake a stick at. I think there were 100 in there when it was new, because I'm a guitar teacher, and last year I think I had something like 40, more than 40 students, and guess what? Picks are real easy to lose, so I would bring a box of picks to class. I've got thick picks, like this is called a Deluxe 1.4. That's how thick it is. Bluegrass players might use a thicker pick. There are thin picks. There are red picks and blue picks, yellow picks and green picks. But I recommend that you start out with a medium, and these Fender mediums, they're often brown like this. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to hold it and how to use it. Now you take your pick, and let me get down here like this. And the best way to show you is that I am, here we go, I am holding it sticking out from my thumb, between my thumb, between these two fingers. You don't want it sticking way out like that, too far. You don't want to hold it so uptight that you hardly see it. So right about in the middle, and you'll get used to it, between those two fingers. And let's see if I can pick while I'm showing you here. It's a little bit hard to see. Let's see, here we go. And it's hard to see my hand. That's the way it goes. Let's see. I'll do that real slow motion. That's pick, strum, pick, strum. So what I'm going to start teaching you in our next lesson, but I'll introduce it to you here, is what's called pick, strum playing, or alternate bass playing. I'm going to hit the 6th string, which is E, E, and then I'm going to strum down across the rest. Then I'm going to hit the 4th string, which is D. Pick, strum, pick, strum. And when I'm teaching you, I'm going to call out the number of the strings, not their names. So I'm going to go 6, strum, 4, strum, 6, strum, 4, strum. And I am holding what's called a G chord here. Here you go. And that's one way of doing a G chord. But we're going to get into that later. But before I'm done with this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a pick. I'm going to take my guitar off. And by the way, in school, I usually introduce my guitar as Mr. Guitar. And you know, Mr. Guitar can even do some talking. He's not going to talk today, but sometime in my series here, I will show you how to get Mr. Guitar talking. He can say good morning. He can say about anything. He's pretty smart, but not as smart as me or you. Now, I will show you how to make a pick. Look at this. If you lose your pick, don't have anything to pick with, of course you've always got your thumb, but I sometimes make picks out of old credit cards. Now I'm just trying to find the pick that I just made. I made it out of this old credit card. Look at that. But since I can't find that pick right now, I'm just going to have to make you all another one. Now look at this. This is my old Blue Cross Blue Shield medical card for my medical insurance. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take it, a pair of scissors, and you can draw something, but I just do it by eye. Watch this. Take my scissors and I cut, and I cut, and I cut. And I'm cutting out the plastic card, making a shape. Kind of like a pick. Of course, I can trim it later. Let's see. Cut it out. Now I made it shaped like this. It kind of has a flat front. I don't want that, so I'm going to trim it a little more. So it comes down to a point. Trim it a little more. And I'm going to take the very tip, and I'm just going to snip the very, very tip off of it so it's not too sharp. And look at that. I've got myself a guitar pick. One time I made one. I'm going to pick up old Mr. Guitar here. One time I made one out of my wife's old driver's license, and I had her picture on it. And I used to take that to school, and kids would say, "Well, who's that?" And I said, "Well, that's my wife." And if you notice, I keep my pick tucked right in here or up here. I also have a thicker pick. Let's see. Oh, you can't see that up here. I'm saying up in here, but I'm not showing you. Here we go. Look at that. I tuck it into the strings. Oops, I'm trying to do that while I'm making a video. That's not so easy. Here we go. Oh, come on, Mr. Pick. I guess I'll have to use my other hand. There. You can tuck a pick right up into the headstock under the strings. Anyway. Anyway, that's how to make a homemade pick out of an old credit card, an old medical card, and never use one that's good, an old driver's license. So ask some of the grown-ups in your life, if they've got any old cards. It's kind of fun. You have to be careful with your scissors. Don't cut yourself. But that's just about all on picks. Let's see. Here's a song that's called Wildwood Flower, and I'll use my pick on it. Well, I will see you next time, and I think our next lesson we might actually start learning some chords on this guitar and how to actually make some music with your pick, getting your guitar in tune, and until next time, have fun. Remember, that's my rule. If you're not having fun with your guitar, something's wrong. Take a break, relax, and enjoy it. It's serious work, and you have to work hard at learning, but you want to have fun while you work. Bye-bye.